There are some band or artist names that are just destined to be mispronounced, from foreign acts that made it big in the States to deliberately difficult monikers meant to evoke mystery, or something. Some are current international superstars or legends in their genre, while others are obscure acts whose odd names may have just caught your eye while browsing Spotify, but they all have names that get butchered by those not in the know. Names like... These hardcore-turned-alt-rock pioneers got their name while rehearsing a cover of Psycho Killer by Talking Heads, poking fun at the French phrases in the song. The band just started singing any foreign phrase they could think of, including the name of a popular 1960s board game with a Norwegian name.
No complicated rules, it's easy to play Hüsker Dü, only $3.99 from Pickup.
Liking the sound of it, they added some ironic heavy metal umlauts, and the rest is rock history.
What bands do you guys listen to?
Hüsker Dü a lot.
So while the name may resemble that of Nebraska mascot Herbie Husker, it's pronounced differently. This hip-hop duo's moniker is just eardrummers backwards, but that doesn't give you any clue about how to pronounce it. Guys?
Rae Sremmurd Mmurd.
Rae Sremmurd.
That's Rae Sremmurd Mmurd.
Rae Sremmurd.
No further questions. These Cleveland avant-garage icons took their name from the main character in Ubu Roy, a play by French playwright Alfred Jarry. But this doesn't mean you need to pronounce it like you're Inspector Clouseau, as frontman David Thomas demonstrates.
I'm as happy with Pere Ubu in the beginning as I am now.
Thomas says he chose the name because it fulfilled his weirdly specific criteria for a good band name. 1. It shouldn't mean anything, but it should seem to mean something. 2. It needs to look good and sound good. And 3. It should have 3 syllables. This Atlanta-based rapper and singer went platinum in 2014 with Tuesday.
Got the club going up on the Tuesday.
Despite recording under a name that looks like it belongs to an anonymous YouTube troll, the last part is actually the MC's real first name. So how do you say it?
My name is iLoveMakonnen. I'm named after Toro Y Moi, Haile Selassie, Rastafari.
Chillwave singer and producer Chaz Bundwick took a multilingual approach when choosing his stage name. It starts in Spanish but ends in French, and it's pronounced like this.
As Toro Y Moi is in the house.
As for why he chose the name, Bundwick says it just came to him as a teen. It's something that I made up when I was 15 in the car. It was pretty much nonsensical. The Swedish neoclassical metal god's name isn't pronounced Yngwie, Yahweh, or Yeezy. It's...
I'm Yngwie Malmsteen. We're here today to talk a little bit about guitar playing.
As in, no one plays as effing fast as Yngwie, man. This indie art rock band's name was inspired by a 1998 Chinese film, but isn't pronounced accordingly.
Xiu Xiu, the Sandown girl, went on to win many international awards.
Lead singer Jamie Stewart says the band goes with a slightly different pronunciation.
We generally say Xiu Xiu, but people say, Zuzu or Juju or whatever.
And the band's critics are all over the map.
Oh, I gotta take my sister and her dumb emo friends here tonight to see Shui Shui.
The pop superstar herself has made it crystal clear in several interviews.
When you introduced yourself to me all those years ago, because you almost didn't expect people to know who you were, you said Rihanna.
I knew this was the question. It is Rihanna.
Then again, this is the woman who thinks the word umbrella is pronounced like this. So take it with a grain of salt. Just kidding, Riri. A pioneering act in the witch house electronic music genre. You'd think this stage name for San Francisco-based producer Chris Dexter would be inspired by the sound a ghost makes. Truth is, the name was originally supposed to be unpronounceable, but now the general consensus is to pronounce it O, as in, oh, that's disappointing. It's more fun to say like a spooky ghost. Ooh. Okay, now that's just ridiculous. Turns out this robe-wearing Swedish experimental electronic duo actually has a deliberately unpronounceable name meant to evoke white noise, along with a track list on one album that's just a progressively longer string of S's. So an act that sounds like this has a name that sounds like this. Finally, a band that's name-drop proof. Thanks for watching. Click the grunge icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus check out all this other cool stuff we know you'll love.